ते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. Today we'll be discussing Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 65 and 66. प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो हि आसु बुद्धिः पर्यवतिष्ठते नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. So you see how in the previous verse Krishna mentioned how this person walks. The fourth question to Krishna by Arjuna, Vrajeta Kim, how does he walk or how does he act? Krishna simply answers, he acts with his senses. But he controls his senses. He is a regulated soul, Vidheyatma. He performs as he is ordained by Krishna without Ragadvesha Vimukta, without becoming attached or detached from something. So he answered that. One who does that, Krishna also said, Prasadam Madhigachyati. He attains the causeless mercy of the Lord. And now in this verse, Krishna explains what is the result of that causeless mercy. Prasada. Prasade, upon getting that prasada of the Lord, Sarva Dukkhanam Hanir Asya Upajayate. Sarva Dukkhanam Hani means eradication of all kinds of dukkha. The threefold miseries, Adhyatmik, Adhibautik, Adhidaivik. Material existence has these three kinds of miseries. Sarva Dukkhanam Hanihi means eradicated, destructed, destroyed. Upajayate. So it takes place. So Prasade Sarva Dukkhanam Hanirasya Upajayate. And once the distresses are gone, Prasanna Chetasohi, that person becomes Prasanna Chetasaha, very joyous. Prasanna means blissful, happy minded. Buddhihi Paryavatishthate, his intelligence becomes very steady at that point. Why is this needed? Because if you don't have steady intelligence, na asti buddhir ayuktasya, one who is not engaged properly in Krishna consciousness, ayuktasya, for him na asti buddhihi, there is no proper intelligence. Na cha ayuktasya bhavana, for those who are not situated in Krishna consciousness, they can neither have bhavana, controlled mind, so they will neither have steady intelligence or controlled mind. And without that, nacha bhavayatah shantihi, without which there is no possibility of shanti. And ashantasya kutah sukham, for one to become happy, sukham, we all want to be happy, isn't it? But the base condition for our happiness is shanti. If we are always ashanti, then where can there be sukham? Ashantasya kutah sukham. So for becoming happy, the base condition is we need to be peaceful. And for peace, we need proper stabilized mind and steady intelligence, without which you cannot have peaceful mind, isn't peaceful existence, isn't it? And that steady mind and intelligence is attained only when one gets the causeless mercy of the Lord. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is this personality, Sanatana Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, the disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One of the foremost Goswamis is Sanatana Goswami. He used to be a right hand to the chief minister of Bengal, the Nawab. So even though he was born in a Saraswata Brahmana family, both he and his brother Rupa Goswami, they, because of circumstances and association, they almost become like Muslims. They change their names even, Shakar Malik and Dabir Khas. And they are acting as, the heads of the state. Practically they are running the state. And but when they hear about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they wanted to give up everything and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they had to undergo a lot of difficulties in the process of giving up, because the Nawab would not allow them to leave and go away. And so, somehow Rupa Goswami goes away, but Sanatana Goswami gets locked up. But somehow, by Krishna's mercy, it's a big pastime, he gets out, and he somehow makes his way to Benares, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was touring, and he stays there for some time in Tapana Mishra's house. And Sanatana Goswami eventually makes it, after undergoing a lot of difficulties through the forests, through offbeat roads and threats to his life and all of that. So he comes to the house of Tapan Mishra, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is staying. And then first they would think that he is some beggar or somebody because of his beaten up looks. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recognizes him. Oh, this is Sanatana Goswami, and he immediately embraces him. And Tapan Mishra, he gives a used dhoti. So Sanatana Goswami immediately tears it to pieces and makes 2 sets of outer cloth and underwear. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduces Sanatana Goswami to a Maharashtran Brahmana. And that Brahmana immediately invites Sanatana Goswami to full meals. And he says, as long as you reside in Varanasi or Kashi, please accept lunch at my place. But then Sanatana Goswami tells him, see, I will practice this begging, or what we call madhukari, bhavati bhiksham dehi. That's actually not begging. It is a pretext. The saintly people, they go on that pretext to ask food, so that when somebody comes for food, they would advise them about Krishna consciousness. They would speak some few words. This is a great process by which the householders, who are usually entangled in the material activities, they get to hear about Krishna. At the same time, the saintly man, saintly person, he practices the art of depending on Krishna even for daily food. And he takes whatever comes as the Lord's reciprocation. So it's a beautiful thing for both the renounced order of person in the renounced order, as well as the householder, to serve and hear the instructions. So Sanatana Goswami says, no, don't give me full meals. I will practice this madhukari. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he felt unlimited happiness to observe Sanatana Goswami's strict following the principles of sannyasa. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be repeatedly glancing at the woolen blanket of Sanatana Goswami. So what happens was, during the escape from the jail and coming through these offbeat roads, Sanatana Goswami happens to meet his brother-in-law in some place. And his brother-in-law, taking pity on him, gives him a very nice quality woolen blanket, so that it will protect him from these extreme elements of weather and all of that. So somehow he gets that. So he's wearing that all the time. It's a very expensive, costly, quality woolen blanket. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be repeatedly looking at that. And then Sanatan Goswami, obviously, he was an intelligent man. He could understand that the Lord did not approve of it. And then he began to consider a way to give it up. So he goes to the bank of the Ganges to bathe. And there he sees um, a mendicant from Bengal. He washes his quilt and spreads it to dry. And then Sanatan Goswami goes and tells this mendicant, my dear brother, please do me a favor. We can trade our quilts. I mean, you give me your quilt, this old and beaten up one, and I'll give you my woolen blanket. And this mendicant said, oh, my dear sir, why are you joking with me? Why would you trade your valuable quality blanket for my torn quilt? And Sanatan Goswami said, no, I'm not joking. I'm speaking the truth. Please exchange. And then they exchange. And then when he comes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord asked him, oh, where is your woolen blanket? And Sanatan Goswami narrated the whole story to the Lord. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells him, see, I have already deliberated on this matter. Krishna is very merciful to you. He has nullified your attachment for material things. Even the last bit of material thing you have, he has taken it away. Krishna is very merciful to you. And he tells something very interesting. Why should Krishna allow you to maintain a last bit of material attachment? After vanquishing a disease, a good physician does not allow any of the disease to remain. Krishna is like the expert physician who does not allow any of the material disease to remain. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells him, actually it is contradictory to practice begging, madhukari, and at the same time wear a valuable blanket. One loses his spiritual strength by doing this, and one will also become an object of jokes. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sanatan Goswami, he starts to inquire from the Lord. Very humbly, putting a straw in his mouth as an art of Dante Trunaya, Dante Nidhaya Trunakam. That's a sign of showing humility. If somebody goes with a straw or a piece of grass in one's mouth, it's a sign that I'm being humble before you, I'm inquiring from you, like that. That's in the Vedic tradition. So Sanatan Goswami, he inquires, clasping the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, my Lord, I am from a low-born, even though he was not low-born, but he was being humble. Because of his association, he became like almost low-born. My associates are all low-class men. I'm fallen and I'm the lowest of men. I have passed my whole life in this well of sinful materialism. I don't know what is beneficial for me, what is detrimental for me. Grama Vyavahare Kahaya Pandit Satya Kori Mani. People in my grama, in my place, they consider me as a great expert, great scholar, great this, great that. But internally I know, but I'm a fool. I don't know what is the purpose in life. Who am I? Why do I suffer these threefold miseries? Why do these miseries always give me trouble? If I do not know this, how can I be benefited? Even though I may be hailed by all these people as a great person, as an accomplished person, a person having post. But why these threefold miseries are afflicting me? This is truth. Yesterday I was hearing the news. One very young girl who joined after she was a very accomplished from a very accomplished university. She joined a very good job that she yearned for. And within hardly 1 or 2 years, she committed suicide yesterday. And it was shocking because she was not able to meet the expectations. It's a very good company and awards you, rewards you plentifully, but you also have to perform. Always constant pressure. She was an accomplished person, high rank, good family, but she considered her goal of life to be something which was not worthy. And for that, she had put a lot of effort, but in the end, she gave up her life, could not meet the expectations because of the anxiety, pressure, stress. She could not think properly. So we may be a great person. Sanatan Goswami is like almost like the prime minister kind of category. He would meet those kind of people. Still, he was saying, why do these threefold miseries always give me trouble? But we don't question. Like Sanatan Goswami, we have to question, who am I? Why these threefold miseries are afflicting me? How can I be benefited? People, doesn't matter what position they are in, they're always undergoing trouble. They're always undergoing internal battles. They're always disturbed. It doesn't matter. In fact, the higher the position you go, the higher the problem. During Janmashtami time, we had a lot of guests. So one of the guests that we invited, he came. He was in a very good position, very high position. And I was talking to him, and I was telling him, oh, congratulations for your recent promotion. You achieved this and all of that. And he was saying, Prabhu, I'll tell you something. I'm always in anxiety. I asked him why. He said, the higher you go, the steeper you can fall down, or the deeper you can fall down. The fall down will be very, very deep, because in this market, when things are not very clear and you get laid off, and the fall down will be very drastic, and you will not be able to find, because having attained that higher position, nobody will be taking you. There won't be as many opportunities. And he was so concerned. See, in this world, nobody is, even though you attain something, but that does not give them fulfillment. That may be a momentary fulfillment. So that is why Prabhupada says in the purport, disturbance in life is due to lack of ultimate goal in life. Disturbance of the mind is due to lack of ultimate goal in life. We all have smaller goals, right from a student to that of a politician, a chief minister to the prime minister to whoever it is, accomplished persons. They all have small goals. I want to go to this university, or I want to earn this, I want to get a job of or becoming CEO. Everybody has a goal. But after attaining that goal, also they will be thirsty and yearning for higher and higher goals, because that is only a momentary relief. Again, they go back to the same thirst for attaining something. Because this material world, it's illusory accomplishment, illusory goals that won't resolve our hankering for eternal peace and happiness. In the Krishna book that we distribute, that Prabhupada wrote, there is a preface written by George Harrison, one of the accomplished Beatles members. He took to the liking of Krishna consciousness movement. Even though officially he was not initiated by Prabhupada. He was almost considered like Prabhupada's very dear disciple. So he wrote the, I think, preface or foreword, one of those. And there he writes very, very nice sentence. He says, actually, everyone is looking for Krishna, but they don't know that they are looking for Krishna. What does it mean by that? Krishna means the ultimate happiness, the ultimate goal, the ultimate everything. Akhila Rasamrita Sindhu. And people want that. People want ultimate happiness, ultimate goal, attain ultimate goal, attain ultimate eternality. But they, because of lack of knowledge of Krishna, they look for smaller goals, cheaper goals, deceiving goals, illusory goals. But they don't know they are looking for Krishna actually. Nate viduhu swardhagatim hi Vishnum. People don't know that their real swardhagati is Vishnu or Krishna. Of course, Bhagavad Gita does not say that don't have smaller goals, but we should have a bigger goal in mind, and to accomplish that, we should have a smaller goal as well. We are not saying the student don't study or a grihastha don't take job and become a CEO of a company. No, we are not saying any of that. As Prabhupada says, any material accomplishment is like zero, big zero. How much ever size, it doesn't matter. How many ever zeros you accumulate, it doesn't matter. It's still a zero. But if you place one before it, those accomplishments become that much valuable. But if you forget that one in front, all of them zeros count for nothing. So we need to have that ultimate goal. Krishna is my ultimate goal. To understand Krishna, to be engaged as a pure devotee of Krishna, that's my ultimate goal. One may ask, okay, just like other goals, when you attain, you'll feel happy for some time. After that, again, the same thing. It may happen for Krishna also. No. It is said that in Krishna consciousness, it is Anandambudhi Vardhanam. Anandambudhi Vardhanam means ever increasing. Krishna's happiness and the devotee's happiness is ever increasing. Once you attain one level, Krishna will raise himself to another level. Like somebody told me this beautiful story. One time in Dwaraka, they called a painter to paint the beautiful face of Krishna. And this painter, the accomplished painter, he came and painted the face of Krishna and showed him. And Krishna told, no, 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 I don't like this. It doesn't look like me. And the painter was surprised. And then he was sent away. And another accomplished painter came. Again he drew perfectly. But Krishna was not satisfied. So in this way, they kept on painting, but Krishna was not satisfied. And finally, Narada Muni, he understood. And he said, okay, bring a mirror. And he gave the Lord the mirror. Here is your painting. And the Lord looked at the mirror. An exact face was reflecting in the mirror. Yes, this is the right painting. The lesson, the instruction is that Krishna's beauty is ever increasing. It's not static, nor does it decrease. Every moment Krishna's Ananda, Krishna's beauty, it's like an infinite. Anandambudhi Vardhanam. Vardhanam means it keeps on increasing. Of course, we cannot experience that. We cannot comprehend that. But Krishna is like that. So one moment you capture something, the other moment he's already become greater than that. That is why sometimes people, they ask this tricky question in order to prove that there is no God. Oh, can God make a stone so heavy that he himself cannot lift it? Can a god make a stone so heavy that he cannot himself lift it? Now, the trick is that if the answer is yes, he can make the stone heavy that he cannot lift it, that means the stone is greater than him, he is not God. But if he cannot make the stone heavier than him, what kind of God he is? He cannot make that task achievable. So Prabhupada answered that question by saying, yes, he can make the stone heavy, but the next moment again he becomes greater than the stone and can lift it. Because these concepts are because of our material mind. We can only accommodate certain kind of thinking. But Krishna is unlimited. So our ultimate goal also has to be Krishna. We are constantly that Navanavara Sadhamani Udyatam Rantumasit. As Yamunacharya says, every moment I am tasting ever new bliss. If you see Krishna's pastimes, the kind of activities he does, exchanges he does with the gopis, his cowherd boys, the newer and newer things, it's not hackneyed. And the newer and newer bliss, the rasa, keeps on increasing. So that is the ultimate goal we want in life, not the smaller goals. And we keep getting disturbed because of this. So that's why when Sanatana Goswami says, why do these threefold miseries always give me? See, he was inquiring from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, actually, Lord Krishna has bestowed his full mercy upon you, so that you are inquiring like this. Actually, for you, the threefold miseries don't exist. Why? Because the moment you surrender to Krishna, the threefold, make Krishna as the goal of life, the threefold miseries don't exist. As Krishna is saying, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajayate. One who has got causeless mercy of the Lord, sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajayate. And he will have steady intelligence because he has a steady goal. He will have steady mind because he has steady goal. But if you don't have that steady goal of Krishna consciousness, you will neither have steady intelligence nor steady mind. Nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayatah shantir. Then where can there be peace in your life? And without peace, how can there be happiness in your life? So again and again we see Krishna is asking to engage in Krishna consciousness. Else, we won't be considered having steady intelligence. That is why it is said, Krishna ei bhaje sei bada chatur. One who worships Krishna, he is considered the most intelligent. So Prabhupada, he said, there is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, Gnanavan Mam Prapadyate. After many, many births, a most intelligent person comes to the shelter of Krishna. A Gnani, after inquiring, oh, ultimately, Krishna is the ultimate. So Prabhupada said, if you are really intelligent, why you should wait like that person for so many births? Accept it now itself. Krishna ei bhaje sai bada chatur. Whoever worships Krishna is clever. Everyone else is foolish. I'll stop here. Anybody has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.